Hmm. People of Spartax, I King, humbly welcome you to this festive, most joyous celebration, where where I am honored to, honored to take part in lead a ceremony that symbolizes the long-lasting treaty between the people of Spartax and the nine realms of Asgard. Here to join me on is Thor, Prince of Thunder, and two of his most trusted aides, Lady Valkyrie and Boulder the Brave. Boulder and Boulder the Brave. Now and here now. And stand in front of me is a momentum that symbolizes art, which I unveil to a symbolizing of it. And here to help unveil is of course my daughter Princess Victoria and my son who was and my son and my son who returned by my side after being lost for many years. The Prince of Spartax, Peter Quill, the Star Lord, yeah. Yeah. So how much credits are willing to bet that Quill messed up this whole ceremony has pops it up? I bet, I bet 10. I bet, I bet 10 also. I am Groot. Yeah, I am Groot. So, yeah, well, I guess we're all getting rich today. Peter Quill, Peter, anyone? Here, typical for a Spartaxian delinquent to be late at a ceremony like this. Makes me wonder why we insist on keeping a tree with these dishonorable hacks. Indeed, considering that we know it was Kassan who stole the cosmic seed from us. My friends, we don't know for we never we cannot know for certain after all. Cosmic seed was ever was lost to Asgard just as much as it's been lost to Spartax for years. We can never guarantee we cannot guarantee that King of Han. Yes, but we do know that he found it wherever it was hiding and refused to return it to us. Return to us for the ones that the gardener swore to. Indeed, Peter Quill. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, I got crossed here, but don't worry, I'm here now. It's my honor to welcome my dad. That's somebody's a statue of himself. What a pro heart. Yeah, sorry, I'm late, Dad. Peter, you need to take these events more seriously. Seriously, it is these events are these that determine whether we are capable of keeping peace with our alliance member, of our fellow of our beings in the universe, or to start a war. Father's right, Peter. If you ever want to stand to become king of Spartax, soon. Of course, I can be very serious type of things when need arises. Speaking of serious matters, we're going to talk about the cosmic seed. Peter, now is not the good time. What your son's why does your son speak of the cosmic seed? What do you know of it? Easy, Valkyrie. You must excuse Valkyrie. She takes her role in Asgard very seriously, as do I. Now tell us, what do you know of the cosmic seed? Only that it has power to accelerate evolution, and it belongs to us. When people started, after all, it was Spartax was the one who created cosmic seed. Cosmic seed. That may be true, Pierre, but the cosmic seed gave life to a world tree, and it was the gardener who trusts the Asgardian race to protection of the cosmic seed and all of its properties centuries. So it makes it our property. First of all, what's this whole thing about a gardener? Who's this gardener guy? Who's be saying, well, okay, if it's created by Spartax, invented, it belongs to people Spartax. Please, Peter, please, please, Valkyrie, Thor, Heinoff, Boulder, please forgive my son. But he'd be very. Although I do not agree with Crow's past behavior, he does have a point. Why do we insist on goading these Asgardians who clearly don't appreciate the truth, even though, or perhaps it is you, as your people that need a lesson in education, my dear. Is that, was I closed, and it says about starting into last instant again. Then should we not interfere? I am Groot. Groot has a point. Why? I have to initially. Why should we interfere? Because this is Washington, so it's hilarious. Ha ha ha. Okay, fine. You and Groot will handle this. Look, I was asking. Look, I was asking Dad when we start looking for the cosmic seed. I don't see what the big deal is. The big deal is the cosmic seed is meant to be kept by either of us. It should remain lost. The cosmic seed is too powerful for taxi for anyone, especially not like yourselves, considering how far. Hey, how dare you? Well, we only speak the truth. You Spartax just forsaken your original heritage and replace and transform your planet in a technological nightmare. Not like Asgardians who choose to keep balance between nature and innovation and Asgardian innovation. Listen, stand your ground, Asgardians, but unless you want to feel something, but I don't need to start. Who might you be who interfere in the squabble between the people of Asgard and Spartax? I, Drax the Destroyer, do. Axe for Destroyer, do. Destroyer, eh? Destroyer, eh? That's an interesting name for a mortal to have. I must admit. Let's admit. But I'm afraid you're afraid just the name Destroyer in. I'm afraid all you just because your name just doesn't mean you. But I'm afraid the name is all you'll get. For you don't know. For you have yet to face a true destroyer like the Destroyer armor created by my father. There is only one Destroyer. There's only one. I am the one true Destroyer, not some empty suit of armor. Pshaw! How dare you? Pshaw! I thought you. I was right, Groot. Let's see. Okay, let's see more. Where's Hey, wait, cool it. Hey, get away. Insolence. People, please up. As of Spartax. Hey, that woman. Hey, that's my baby sister. You're hurting. Enough of this. Hey, you, what's the idea, you fuckers? With my tail, what the people, stop this. No, the statue. No, it's going down. Everybody back off. Buster's falling down the hell here. Nowhere to hide. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Hey, why are you whining about Groot? Your arms will go back. Enough of this. Oh my gosh, that's you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never just. We'll discuss this later, Quill. Four. May I suggest please, may I suggest my humble apologies. I assure you, I never meant for any of this to happen. No apologies aren't needed, no apologies are needed, King Jason of Spartax. I admit, but we've all kind of got a little carried away back there in our conversation. Because I think only victim of this unfortunate squabble was your statue. Yeah, see, that this got what happened. He went to a Spartaxian and his heir. More importantly, I would have thought that Spartakian would choose his soldiers more carefully. How can your son like to lead your people if he can't probably lead his band of miscreants? Hey, who are you calling miscreants, helmet head? Yeah, we were just trying to stop you guys from a fight that you starting out a fight. You guys went to go too far. Yet it was Drax who struck your friend Drax. Look, I agree. Perhaps I agree. This whole fight was a result of the characters of my son's friends. Perhaps I indulged them too much. Dad, please, you're only trying to help. No, Quill, no, Quill. It's time to teach you. Time that you learned that when it comes to being royalty, it comes to being a king, you have to make choices for the good of the kingdom. And as such, I decided to banish the Guardian of the Galaxy from my kingdom forever. Leave now, or we'll be forced. Fine, you want to take it? Fine, be that way. We don't need your fancy. But besides, we already ruled you guys for all you're worth anyway, right, Groot? I am Groot. I am Groot. But I guess there's no reason for us being here. I guess we're supposed to part for now, son of Jay. Yes, indeed. So next time your visit here will be more pleasantful. Indeed. Dad, please, there's no need for this. Come on. Come on, look, Dad, they're just trying to help. No, son, I have spoken. Your son, be thankful. I don't banish you from here. Now, come, daughter. There's some matters we need to attend to. Yes, of course. Well, that could have gone better. Look, I'm so sorry about this. Okay. Here, no, come, we must. You too, Pierre. We must. I guess we don't. Come on, we don't. No, it's clear that your father wants here. So I guess we should go. Go. Yes. Are you? Quill, are you not coming with us? Yeah. The thing is, my dad actually meant you, not me. I mean, that yet anyway. Your father banished the Guardian of the Galaxy. You are a Guardian. You are a Guardian. So anyway, but yeah, became my dad, and I. Looks like you have a choice, Peter. Looks like you can either be a Guardian or be a Silent Prince. Oh, come on, Gamora, don't do this. Look, what about the Cosmic Seed? You know the whole reason. Look, I know there's some things about the Cosmic Seed my father isn't telling me. Isn't telling me about where to find it. And if I can, if I can figure out if I can get into it, perhaps we can find it. You know, it sounds like you made your choice. I was expecting more. Quill, come on, guys. Yes. As you see, my king, we have to finish refix in no time, and backgrounds very good. Then continue. Listen, Dad. There's no more. You can't avoid this anymore. It's time to help out the colony. Look, it must be of you banishing. Look, they're just trying to help. Look, I know you don't like my friends, but before we were reunited, they're the only real family I had left. Besides the Rounger family, I was stuck with for most of my for 20 years, who forced me to help them to steal. If I didn't, they would eat me for Pete's sake. So the only reason why and my friends have been loyal to me ever since the beginning, especially when it comes to my. So you're going to tell me right now about how we're going to find a cosmic seed, please. Listen, Peter, you have to understand. I was young, foolish back then. When I first started for this cosmic seed. And when I was young, foolish back then, so desperate to prove to my father that I am just as I am worthy to take on the role as king. The king when he passed away, so eager that I foolishly made the choice of using all of my resources to find something that never should have bothered trying to look for in the first place. Cosmic seed. Cosmic seed. See, what's that? Okay, so what do you know about it? Besides, well, a lot of things. You see, Peter. You see, Peter. Your great grandfather, the gardener, great grandfather, created the cosmic seed, to give life to the universe, give life to the universe. And when he finished, he hid the seed. He originally he really left the seed to the hands of the Asgardians, but due to their carelessness, they lost the cosmic seed during one of their petty wars. And they failed to find it, but you did. Yes, because not like the Asgardians, but Spartans possess rogue set laws like the crypto key you found, Peter. I found it. After some time, I found it. And as I was heading, and as I was heading back to Spartax, with the colonies, I was attacked. I was attacked by pirates. Of course, as I told you before, led me to crash land on Earth, where I met your mother, where we, did things, and where we, cute. And when I got home, and when I returned I found my home ravaged by war. It appears what I did not realize that, even though when I found out it instantly united a war between Asgard and Spartaxian Empire. It was when I realized that no good comes to finding things that are meant to be found. So I gave up my search for the cosmic seed after I lost it in that crash about I had. And I know, and to this day, I do not know where the cosmic seed has ended up. Absolutely. But I know something. What about the boombox? Boombox. During when I flew on the galaxy trying to following the map, I in different spots, this my boombox absorbed a limited amount of cosmic seed energy. Honestly, that led me straight to you. Perhaps we can, perhaps we don't have to. Perhaps we can use a super to find the cosmic seed. Maybe. Look, I think I know. And how I said, look, I have this friend named Cosmo. He's more like he's kind of like a super intelligent space dog. From I've been to your, I've been on Earth for some time here when I met your mother. So yes, I know what dogs are. Look, anyway, like Cosmo runs this place called Nowhere that has a tiny cortex. If we connect with the boombox, perhaps we can use it to take a large part of cosmic seed energy, or possibly cosmic seed. We can find it. No, Peter. No, Peter. I won't let you make the same mistakes I did. I won't let your actions start